Hi friends, in lesson 1, I told you that data in Relational Database Management System is stored in tables. So what's relational about it? Today, I'm going to give you an overview of the relational database. In a relational database, data is stored in tables. In every school admission form, some details of students are captured. To name a few, they are name, photo, sex, class, date of birth, blood group, mother's name, profession, contact details, and signature. Now, the information supplied in the school admission form can be arranged in a tabular structure. Student name, sex, class, date of birth, blood group, mother's name, profession, contact details, signature, and photo. Some column names are shortened for convenience. Let us call this table Student Master. The data in the Student Master table is not enough to run a school. Every student is given a section and a roll number, and a class teacher is allocated for the section. In addition to that, the fee is collected, measurement for the school uniform is taken. Now, this is a sample view. In reality, this table will have hundreds of records. Now, if we put all this information into this table, the increased number of columns and data is going to make this table cumbersome. Updating the section, roll number, class teacher, fee, and uniform size of each student in this table consisting of hundreds of rows is going to be a tedious affair. It will be highly error prone and the performance of the end user will be extremely slow and the database will be slow too. So, in the relational database, we group related information into smaller tables and then relate the tables with one another as per requirement using the table data that end users have access to. This answers the question of what is relational in a relational database. Now, why we make relations using table data? There is no row number in the relational database to identify a row. Then how we make relations using data of tables? We use the record of a column or set of columns to uniquely identify a row. Let us examine this table. How we can get a unique value for each row using data of a column or set of columns. Let us take student names to uniquely identify each row of the table. We have Mary March and Mary March in two other rows. So this column cannot be used as a unique identifier for a row. So is Raj Singh and Rashid Khan. We have more than one Raj Singh and Rashid Khan. If we include date of birth, there is a repetition of name and date of birth combination. So is the name, date of birth, mother's name, similar sounding, and contact details. The reason? Rita March and Rita March are sisters. They live in the same house. So for their ease of communication, they share the same contact details. Situations like this are not rare in a table with hundreds of records. Moreover, taking so many columns to maintain the uniqueness of a record is not a healthy idea, as it will increase the data redundancy. Data redundancy means keeping the same data in more than one place of a database without any performance or practical gain. In this case, more than 9 columns will have to be duplicated in many tables as an identifier for a row. So what is the solution? In situations like this, we always have to use a column that will take care of the uniqueness of each row. That could only happen if we add a column that would have a unique value for each row. In this case, a column called SID, short for student ID, is added. A unique value as an identifier is given to every row of the SID column. Using that value, we will create a relationship with other tables that are grouped together with related information like section, roll number, class teacher, fee, and school uniform. This answers the question of how relationships are made in a relational database. Now, fee related information is put in one table. Name the table fee RCVD, short for fee received. A group of related information like section and roll number is put into one table. Name the table student section. For the class teachers for sections, a table is created named CLS teacher, short for class teacher. For school uniform related information, a table is created named student dress. You can follow the red lines and find out how the relations are made between tables using the column values. For a clearer picture, columns are arranged in row structure and relational columns are marked in red. The relational diagram is depicted in red lines and the flow of relationship is shown with arrows. At this point, you might have a question that why student master table was not broken into smaller tables of related information such as name, sex, date of birth and blood group in one table, contact details in another table, and mother's name and profession in another. First, in most cases, school authorities will not agree to that. They would always want to see the hard copy data in one table than in related but separate tables. Second, if the student information is broken down into smaller tables while getting the hard copy value to relational tables, it will make the life of data entry operator very difficult. His progress will be very slow and error prone. Third, if student information is first gathered in one table, just like our example, and then smaller tables of related information are populated using student master data, that will cause redundancy of data, meaning keeping the same data in more than one place of a database without any practical use or performance gain. In simple words, duplication of data. So in this chapter, I covered why we need relational database, what is relational database, how relations are established. That's all for this lesson. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Your comments are really valuable to me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, share and subscribe. And please don't forget to press the bell icon to get notifications of all my future tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching.